welcome back to 25 Sweetpeas. Today for you, I am swatching the new Orly collection that they are launching for the holiday season, and the collection is called Futurism, and it's very different for a holiday collection. That being said, all of the polishes are neat. They're just not at all what I envision as a holiday collection or really even like any sort of end of year release. So I think the approach here is very different and I'm very excited to see what you guys think about it. So we're swatching them. The first one is Fluidity. And the camera did not want to focus on this one, but this is one of the more pretty ones, or yeah, the prettier ones in the collection in my opinion. It's like a deeper, darker, smoky silver shade that has a nice like fleck finish, and it covered really nicely in two coats. And silver bells, that might be like where they're going with this one for a holiday approach. The next one is Industrial Playground, and different. This is kind of like a purpley blue, like on camera here, it's getting a very strong purpley tone, but in the bottle you get more of a blue tone. And it's doing something weird here on my nail, as you guys can see. It like pulled the weird bubbles. So I took it off and I'm like, what's going on here? I cleaned my nail bed and tried it again to see what was happening. This collection is not supposed to have any special effects, but it was pulling that fluid-like thing. So I tried it again and it did the same thing. So I'm not sure if there's something wrong with this bottle in particular. I don't believe it was anything on my nail bed because they had just recently been cleaned, and like I said, I redid it and you guys saw that it dried that way. But when I did go ahead and put on a second coat, I did come up to full coverage and you can't really tell that they're there. And I definitely feel like once you put on a top coat, I think you'd be fine. This is the only one that did that in this collection, so I think it's just a little problem with this bottle, possibly, not the whole collection, and definitely don't think it's supposed to do that. The next one is Urban Landscape, and this one is very similar to the last one, except it's more green toned, so the landscape part makes sense. It also covered really nicely in two coats. With some of these, with the pearly like finish, you definitely have to like be mindful of how you apply your polish so you don't get brush strokes. I would say as it dried down, you definitely don't notice them, but you can like still see them every now and then, depending on how careful or how uncareful you were. Next one is, I'm not even gonna try to say this one, Dynamism, I think. This is more of like your burnt red sort of brick shade, even though it's very, very pearly and more of a muted brick red. So I guess you could kind of see a holiday approach here. It's very, very different. Maybe like a frosted cranberry. I don't know. I'm probably stretching these a bit far because I'm not seeing the holiday connection here. This one is pretty. This one is Forward Momentum, and it's kind of a purpley pinkish shade where it's more of a foily finish, I guess you could say, comparable to the Fluidity, which was the very first one that we did. I really like the formulas on those two because they're just different. They're not pearly, which you guys probably know if you've been watching my channel for a while. I'm not a huge fan of the pearly finish. And then we have Ascension, and this one is a bit more of that pearliness, and this one is like a light purpley shade. This one is really pretty, but you can see the brush strokes on this one. It does get a little bit better when you dry it, like it dries down, but I can still see them. So if that bothers you, you know, this probably isn't the collection for you. But here's two coats of that, and then we're gonna look at the full collection here. And here it is. So here is the full Orly Futurism collection, which is their holiday 2022 release. What do you guys think of this approach? I think the colors are fun. I see like the winter vibes, I guess you could say, with this collection. Not getting a holiday vibes collection. I was like, Orly does great collections, so I'm always excited to see what they do for a holiday. And this one just wasn't hitting the mark for me for a holiday collection. But I could totally see this being like a January release. It's got a wintry feel to it. And I feel like a lot of people will like it. I think just being releasing at the time that it did, I don't know that it will be as well received as it would have been had it been released in January. So excited to hear what you guys think. Overall, the polishes had good formulas. They're fun shades. They're different. They haven't released a collection like this in a while. So it's still a nice collection overall. It's just different for the time of year. So again, I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments. That is officially it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. These are available now on the Orly website, and they should be releasing their Black Friday sales information soon if they're participating. I don't know if they are, but I know I've been getting a lot of emails from them, and I think they're starting up sales soon. And I do know that they also released like little holiday bundles that have polishes that say Christmas, so to speak. So I think that is officially it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll talk to y'all very soon. Bye.